Oh, sorry. Just doing a bit of research. It's not the right Wolves. Not the right Wolves. Hello ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to Revitalising Villa, and this is episode 6, I believe. I'm sort of losing count already, but it's the first time we play a Midland rival. Wolves is who we play, on a day that Derby have beat Forest 4-0, so, you know, goals galore in the derbies today, but we do play Wolves. How have we got on since I've last saw you? Let's take a look. Okay, so we left off with that victory over Nottingham Forest, a good 3-1 victory, and we kept it up away from home against Burton Albion, another 3-1 victory. Robert Snodgrass getting 2, Conor Hurahan also on the score sheet, Marvin Sordell pulled one back for them, so we didn't get a clean sheet, but it's a good performance as well. And I think Jonathan Codger also missed a penalty in this game as well, so it could have been 4. And then Bolton at home, no Codger, who suffered a knock so didn't play, but Lys Mousset started the game and scored 2, a very good performance from him. Tempting to play him in this game, but after a 2-week international break, Codger's back, so I think the king is going to stay on his throne. Today then, it's 4th against 5th, both more or less in the championship race. They're a point behind us. We are 2 points off the top, which is Millwall, surprisingly, 8 wins for them. But hopefully a win here and results going our way could mean a top 2 place by the end of the game. That's what I'm hoping for. So let's move on to the match preview. We'll be in the black today. Of course, Wolves are the home side in their gold. Both form is very excellent. We've won our last 5 games, which is great. We're playing very well. I think it's last 6 games. I'm not sure. Against Nuno Espirito Santo, Wolves are a good side. In real life, they're top in the league. They're running away with the league. They are a good side. This is going to be a very, very tough test. Probably the hardest game of the season so far. They are favourites despite our great form, so that tells you all you need to know. They've got very good players, but so have we. So let's take a look at the side that's going to play today. Of course, it is the 3 at the back. Sam Johnson's the sweeper keeper in goal. Hansen on the left side. Chester's moving into the centre, meaning Christoph Ayers on the right side. The left and the right centre back are both on cover roles, and I think they need more legs for it. And Chester in the middle can sort of command them as the captain, so he plays that. No Terry again, because to be honest with you, these 3 are playing very well together, and I don't want to change it. El Mohammadi on the right wing back and Neil Taylor at the left wing back. His performances so far have been brilliant. Last 6 games are all a 7.4, 7.5 at least, so he's playing very well. Conor Hurahan as the box-to-box midfielder with Henry Lansbury as an attacking playmaker. His form's been very good too. Robert Snodgrass will play. He's on a 91%, so he's played for Scotland in the break, but he will play. I'm not sure he'll see out the game, but he's been very important for us, so he will play. Bjarnason's going to play on the left side. It's either him or Adoma. Jack Grealish is just sort of returning to training, so it'll be Bjarnason or Adoma for the time being. I'm going to go with Bjarnason. Neither of them are really playing well, so let's give Bjarnason a couple of games, see what he can do. And of course, King Codger up front as the complete forward. Let me just have a little bit of a mess about with my bench, because I do have some news. And Mark Bunn, Christopher Samba, Albert Adoma, Lys Mousset, who obviously scored 2 in the last game, but he's on the bench. John Terry, Glenn Whelan, and Scott Hogan is back fully fit. He now can play again for some reason, but he's going to be on the bench. To be honest with you, now that I brought in Mousset, who I only brought in because we had no striker because of Hogan's phantom injury, I'm not sure whether these 2 can coexist, to be honest with you. We may change to 2, but at the moment, Lys Mousset is probably second choice, and Scott Hogan's going to have to work his way back into it. I'm not sure he can do it. The Wolves-Villa rivalry isn't actually a huge sort of rivalry. I think there's a level of respect between the 2 fans. I think Wolves respect Villa and Villa do respect Wolves. Two clubs that were huge clubs in their history. Recent times not the same, but 2 promotion rivals this year, and their side, it is a good one. Helder Costa, Ivan Cavallero, Diego Jota, and Dies in there, Ruben Neves. They're very, very good. It's going to be a difficult one. I would take a draw now, I'm not going to lie. They are playing the same formation as us, by the way. More or less. We match up as well. So, Wolves have had the better of it in the opening 10 minutes. A couple of shots, but we aren't out this game. Here's a free kick then. Helder Costa, well over. That's a sighter, I would say. We still haven't had a shot, and we're 14 minutes into the game. Oh, here we go. El Mohammadi. Lansbury. It'll still fall. El Mohammadi back in there. Bjarnason. It's on to Codger. What a chance. Jonathan Codger has done it. Jonathan Codger has done it. In off the post. It's 1-0 at Molineux, and Villa move up to second with this. It was a scrappy goal. Lansbury looked for a pass. Neves' clearance was blocked by Hurahan. Bjarnason's flick on from El Mohammadi's cross. And Kodja, that's an own goal. That is an own goal. I'm sorry, Jonathan Kodja, but that is an own goal. I'm going to whack it on counter because Wolves are a danger. We've had one shot and one goal. Here's a free kick for them. Helder Costa with a cross, and Silva's there, and just like that, Wolves are level. Aston Villa's lead did not last very long. Helder Costa's cross, Silva's header. Yeah, fair enough. 1-1. Diego Jota. Why is his name Silva on it? It's Diego Jota with a goal, by the way. That's confusing, isn't it? They've had the better of it, but I think point on counter is the best option. Bjarnason was off the pitch as we throw the ball away, literally. Helder Costa, this is a good run from him into Cavallero, and that's wide. And that's the danger. That is the danger. Wolves they're an attacking threat, to say the least. And Villa might be able to break here with Bjarnason and Lansbury. And that's not what we want from the attacking playmaker. He's found Cavallero only, and there's Diego Jota, and it's 2-1 to Wolves. Oh, Henry Lansbury, what are you doing? What are you doing? Dilly-dally's on the ball. And then Dye is straight in there. Cavallero, yeah, he's got Io in his pocket, and it's a simple finish for Diego Jota. He doesn't miss that. And Wolves have turned it around in the first half. It's 2-1. The fullback for Neves, though. They've got a man over in the left if they can use him. And Dye is looking that way. Finally goes out to Vinegar, I'm going with. And it's fair. Oh, it's 3. It's 3. Oh, we fell apart. We have fell apart. I don't know how to stop it at the moment. It was played wide. They've had all the ball. They've had all the chances. There's two men just sort of marking each other, headed down, and there's Ivan Calavero on the volley. It's 3-1 to Wolves, and after a great start, we have fell apart. Half time, there's going to be needing to make some changes because this isn't working. Our defence are having shockers. Glenn Whelan's going to come on as an anchor man, and I'm just going to leave it on counter. I know we're 3-1 down. I should just go for it, but I can see it getting worse. Let's see how the first 10 minutes go. We did not look like the side that have been on an unbeaten run for so long, but hey-ho. It's another Wolves highlight. Diego Jota into Ndai, and there's Doherty on the edge of the box. He's got space, and he's battered it in. The right wing-back gets in on the act. It's 4-1 to Wolves, and this is a nightmare. An absolute nightmare. I mean, you got to give Wolves all the credit. They're a very, very good side, and they're showing it. They are showing it here. What do I even do? Let's pause this. What do I do? Okay, then this is what we're doing. Don't ask. I don't even know what it is. We'll keep the defensive sort of thing as it is there, but then there's going to be a big gap because what can go wrong? Hurahan is going to play off a front three of Musset, Kodja, and Hogan. Okay, let's do this. We've got a free kick though. Hurahan with it, and it's just over the crossbar. Still half an hour to go. It's not unheard of. It's unlikely, but it's not unheard of. We've been absolutely outplayed. They're getting more and more shots as the things go by, but we've got another highlight. And it's El Mohammadi on the right, getting a low crossing, and is that the highlight? Is that the highlight? It's going to be our corner. Oh dear God, it's theirs. It's their highlight. Diego Jota after a poor... What is this highlight? What was that? What was the point in any of that? We've actually been better since the change. Haven't conceded, had a couple of shots. We've still been outmatched and outplayed by a Wolves side who have absolutely dominated us today. El Mohammadi now, there's still 12 minutes to go. And Alfred Ndai's been sent off. It's not going to change anything. I wouldn't think. I wouldn't think so at all. Sam Johnson's picked up a knocking goal. Stubbed his finger apparently. Good stuff. As the time ticks away, this should be it. Glenn Whelan with the interception. Up towards Hogan. Blow the whistle, ref. Put us out our misery. And he has done. And it's Wolves 4. Aston Villa 1. All credit to Wolves. Great comeback, and they've dominated the game. They deserve the victory. But I do not like how easily we fell apart there. I said I was worried going into that game, and I think I was right to be, really. Disappointing Wolves defeat, to say the least. 4-1. It's the manner in which we've lost as well. We've just been dominated. We have to pick ourselves up though. We play Fulham in 7 days. Another playoff sort of rival. It's 5th versus 6th. So I will see you in a week's time in terms of the game. And we'll get on with that one. Okay then, bounce back game. And after Ipswich beat Norwich, another derby. It's a derby episode, I tell you. They stuffed Norwich as well, 4-1. They've gone up into 5th, meaning we're in 6th and Fulham are in 7th. It's a big game. We need to bounce back. We do need to bounce back from a demoralising victory. And this is the side that's going to play. Sam Johnson in goal. He's shaken off the stub finger, so he's going to play. Christoph Ayer on the right side. John Terry and Chris Samba come in the defence. Joe Bryan at left wing back replaces Neil Taylor. And James Bree replaces El Mohammadi. It's a change up in defence because they didn't play very well. Whelan and Varela are going to be the midfield too. I'm just going to give them a go. Lansbury didn't play well, made a mistake. Neither did really Hurahan, who hasn't really played well for the last few games. So I'm going to drop him out. Whelan wants first team football. And he's a key man in the dressing room, so I don't want him upsetting people. So he's going to come in as a box-to-box. Varela as the attacking playmaker. I'm going to give him another chance. He's got the talent. Let's see if he can really do it. Snodgrass on the right. Adoma on the left. His days are numbered. Grealish is close. He's about 2 weeks away from being fit, so he is close. He's coming back before January, which is good. So Adoma needs to impress me. Jonathan Codger up front. Scott Hogan and Lee Smith are there if we need them. So's Henry Lansbury. We need to bounce back, and we're starting on attacking. We're going for this. Okay, this first half has literally flown by with no highlight. Here we go then, with 2 minutes left. And it's going to be theirs, isn't it? Rui Fonte crossing the halfway line after a bad pass by Snodgrass. Finding Mollo. Mollo to Tom Kearney, and that's wide. And that was a decent opportunity, considering we're not going to get many of them in this game for some reason. Maybe we've got one here. It's crossed into Snodgrass. Robert Snodgrass's header. Whelan's assist. And in a tight game, that could prove all the difference. Robert Snodgrass, who's been our player of the year so far, I would say, getting a header, which is weird. It's very rare you see him score a header. But we've been good on set pieces this year. I've got to say, we've been very good with set pieces. So it's good to see that continuing. And we're 1-0 up. Unconvincing, but we're 1-0 up. Keeping it on attacking, which might be a mistake. I'm feeling a change to counter soon enough. I'm literally seeing nothing from Varela. He's been booked. He's given the ball away there. Is this a chance from our kickoff? Please tell me it's not a chance from our kickoff. Rui Fonte has fired it wide. Dear God. We might see Lansbury come on pretty soon, I think, because Varela, he's just not been the signing I thought he would be. Really not been the signing you want him to be, really. They've got Yusuf Malumbu and Julian Lescott's on the bench for... Oh, dear God. Dear God. If he comes on, I'm tackling hard at all times. Right, let's get Varela off. He's been booked. I'm worried about him being sent off. Lansbury on. I also want to bring on Bjarnason for a Doma and change it up to a counter formation, I think. Because they're having a lot of shots. A lot of shots. Still 1-0 up. They haven't really had a proper chance, though. And maybe on the counter we can do something. Here's Kearney's free kick. Headed in. Headed away as far as Maddle and Odoi. And hopefully, if we can nick this, we might be able to counter. Rafa Sorzo's found Rui Fonte. Low cross and there's Tom Kearney. And it is 1-1. Fulham have equalised. Sam Johnson beaten far too easily at his near post, apparently. It was well worked. Look at him unmarked, though, on the right side. Snodgrass has got to try and track back there. Rui Fonte. Yeah. It's a bit harsh on Johnson, actually, to be fair. I wouldn't say it was dreadful goalkeeping. Maybe I should put this back on attacking. Maybe. Let's just... Why not? Why not? Oh, why not? Jonathan Codger's having an awful game. So with 8 minutes to go, let's get Mousset on and see if he can make a difference. Probably not. If he gets a winner now, that'd be brilliant. We've got a chance with 2 minutes to go. Okay then, Joe Bryan on the left. Can he find a cross? He has Lys Mousset! Oh, he's done it! I called it, and he's done it. Joe Bryan with the assist, a wonderful assist too. And Villa have stolen this in the final minutes. Lys Mousset, that's 3 goals in 2 appearances. No, 3 goals in 3 appearances for him. It's a brilliant volley at the near post by the looks of it. I think I need to change to defensive. Let's just go on defensive. No chances, please. No chances. Oh God, there's a minute to go and there's a highlight. Please make it ours. Bjarnason, Lansbury. Where's he going with it? Henry Lansbury back to Bjarnason, who's lost out. And here's Kamara over the top towards Mollo. This is the chance for Fulham, and it's blocked brilliantly by Simon Ayer. Simon Ayer, you beautiful, beautiful defender. No, oh dear God, they nearly scored again. They nearly scored again. There's 20 seconds to go. Just blow your whistle, referee. It's 4 minutes. Blow it. Blow your whistle. Johnson's got it in his hands, and it's a win for Villa. We've bounced back. We've done the job just about. We've been outplayed, but Lys Mousset, man. And that, ladies and gentlemen, will bring us to the end of the episode. A prequel episode, I would say. Yes, it was a Midlands derby, and we've been outplayed. But it's the next episode where all eyes are on. We will be playing Birmingham in the next episode, as well as that League Cup 4th round tie against Preston. It's a big episode coming up. So I will see you then. Until then, from me to you, goodbye.